Well, I mean, he started off good. You know, very minimal pitches, and then it was one of those games he had to gut it out. I mean, you know, they battled him over there, and you know, what are you gonna do? But you know what? He held him in check, and what can you say about our bullpen today? You know, clean slate, and then we had a little bit, of course, late that made a big difference. So.
Two-parter. First, is Carrera's parrot going to make the road trip? Do you have room on the charter for it?
For who?
The parrot that Carrera had in the dugout all game.
Oh, I didn't notice
the big
that.
stuffed one. You didn't see it?
I'm watching the game, Barry.
Oh, I see. Well, I wasn't. I was watching that.
I'm not looking for fake injuries, Barry. I'm looking.
Well, then, yeah. Speaking of, you took Josh out in the ninth inning. I know he fouled the ball off his foot. Is everything all right with him?
Yeah, he's, you know, he had a bad neck all day. Really, and it was even questioning. He was even thinking about not playing him today, but he didn't want any part of that. But figured at that point, let's make a move for his protection, you know.
In honor of your attire, how important is it for Edwin to stay as hot as he is with Bautista on the DL?
Well, I mean, you got to have guys step up. Well, you got to have Eddie do his normal thing. You know, they really all have. I mean, you can't ask for anything more. I mean, most of those guys do enough as it is. You know, there's no doubt it's a big hole. You know, Jose's one of the better players in the game, but you got to overcome that. All that means is there's another opportunity for somebody else. But you know, when guys start thinking, well, hey, I got to start doing a little bit more to cover this, it doesn't work. You know, the game's tough enough as it is, and it's added pressure, and you don't need that. But some guys will step up. Carrera's been stepping up, and you know, he was injured today, but you know, he's doing a heck of a job replacing him right now.
John, a couple of home runs for Tulowitzki since coming off the DL. Is he looking like the same guy that was starting to heat up before he went on the DL? Yeah,
I like the way he looks. Yeah, I thought he was swinging it pretty good before he hurt his thigh. I mean, it's in there. You know, I did notice yesterday during batting practice, one of the best batting practices you'll ever see, especially coming out of him. I hadn't seen that good. He was firing the ball all over the field, gap to gap, things like that, and it really got my attention. So he's glad to be back. I mean, we need him to be good, and he's doing a great job since he's been back.
On that same point, John, both him and Martin looks like over the last, leading up to his DL stint, they're starting to look more like themselves. I mean, what can you say about their contributions in this lineup? You know, they're looked at to be guys who are big contributors in the middle of the lineup, but they both got off to, real slow starts.
Well, I mean, they're a big part of our team. You know, we knew it wasn't going to last forever. They've been too good, and in their respective positions in baseball, they've been two of the better players, for a number of years. So that wasn't just going to disappear. But, it's a tough game to play, and you're not going to be good every time you go out there. And sometimes, a slow start's magnified more than if it happens some other time during the season. And, nobody was trying harder than those guys. I mean, those guys feel it more than anybody. But, they've been so good in their careers, like I said, that, it's just a matter of time. It's the way we all feel anyway.
John, hard not to feel a little bit sorry for Ceciliani on that early play into right field?
Feel sorry for him?
Well, just on his home debut, probably not what he was looking for.
No, I don't know who mentioned, maybe Richard was mentioning it yesterday or today, or somebody's talking about when you play on turf for the first time, the hops, and we were talking about the big hops and things like that, and it got him today. I think he might have taken a little quick turn on him. But he's a really good outfielder. We saw that in spring training. He came with great reviews from the Mets. So that's one of those things that happen. But the first play of the game was a good one too. To not to allow that guy, the first runner on, it might have been at least a double, maybe a triple.